So tell us a bit about your background in terms of before you start your work and your kind of where you came from and what your interests were before you started at William Hill.
So I grew up in Northern Ireland and I moved across to England when I was 16 to play sport. So I've always been really into sport, play hockey, tennis, golf. I think I played lots of other sports, even I could pack them all in whenever I was younger. I've always been really into horse racing in particular, so my family are really into horse racing. So I've been going to the races from a really young age and kind of having an interest in the winners and that kind of thing. Used to sit and watch golf with Odds Checker on in the background with my dad and be really interested in the markets and everything. So it's kind of my background like in the early years. Then moved over to England for school. Then I studied law at Nottingham. Didn't really like it, to be completely honest. I did my degree and it was really like a really good starting point for me for afterwards. But I knew I didn't want to be a lawyer after that. It's really important to me to do something that I'm passionate about. So I came down to London and had a really good think about what that could be. I thought, I love sport, love betting, and thought I really want to work in the betting industry. So I kind of applied to work in something called marketing, which I had absolutely no idea what it was at the time, but I knew I really wanted to work with this product, and ended up working for Ladbrokes. They were in London, and it was a brilliant opportunity. Absolutely loved it.
And so then moving to William Hill, what drew you to come and work for William Hill?
So after Ladbrokes, I went to work for Sainsbury's in product. So I moved from my career through Ladbrokes was up through the business, and then moved over to product, which was really scary. And then I got this really amazing opportunity to come and work on loyalty for William Hill, and I really miss the buzz of the industry. And I always wanted to work for William Hill if there was an opportunity. And I was just really lucky to get it. I think I applied for a role with Kate Miller probably about 10 years ago to work in the PR team. And yes, I always kind of had that in the back of my mind. So I was lucky enough to get the opportunity.
You got here in the end. What is it you love about William Hill the most?
I love the passion that everyone has for the product. So even when you're in a meeting, everyone's really passionate about what they're working on. You can really see that coming through, and we're so lucky to work with this product. So with betting and gaming, I don't know if you're in the office during Cheltenham Week, but we had the racing on the big screen, racing posts everywhere. The buzz was just amazing, and yeah, and within that there seems to be quite a flat structure, which is really good for people. So it means that from what I've seen anyway, it seems like the sky's the limit in terms of what you can really achieve. So you can kind of get really stuck into some really interesting projects and challenges.
So your role is product owner. Tell us what that involves.
So my role is the product owner for loyalty. So I look after the products that encourage customers to choose us whenever they're looking at a list of their betting apps, because we offer them the best experience. So it's a really interesting role. It sits between the business and IT, and what you're doing is you're thinking like a customer. So you're thinking you've got to really get into the customer mindset, in particular for loyalty. So how could I build something that would make customers choose William Hill over Sky Bet? And the kinds of things that I would do would be to really immerse myself in customer research. That's really important. Actually build stuff, get it out to customers, see what they think. Work with the technical team to see how we're going to deliver that, so they own that, and we have a really good relationship in that regard. And then be able to work with the stakeholders to balance their priorities, and also be able to translate maybe some of the more technical stuff back to the business, so that there's that really clear line of communication, and everyone knows what's happening and can feed in good ideas when they have them.
What about the things that aren't so great?
I don't know. I mean, I love working with people, so it's much easier for me to have a face-to-face conversation with someone, first of all, just to learn about stuff. Like I learn more from talking to people, but also, you know, if you're maybe presenting something or you're asking someone to do something, it's much easier to do that face-to-face, because then you can see if they strongly disagree with your approach, or if they maybe if you're asking them to do something, if they've got too much on, you can really gauge that when you're talking to someone. So the office locations maybe is a little bit of a challenge in that regard. So I'm doing my best to travel around and meet people and get that relationship up and running, so that if we do have to have a call, at least you can like put a face to a name. Actually makes it a lot easier.
So what does an average day in the life of Rebecca look like, or even a week?
That's a really hard one for me at the moment. I mean, it's early days. I haven't really had an average week, which in some respects has been really exciting. So you know, one week I might be running a workshop with senior stakeholders to get their opinion on or to understand their priorities for the business and how loyalty fits within that. Then another week I might be over in Krakow with the technical team actually fleshing out requirements. During Cheltenham I ran what's called a design sprint, where it works that on the first day you frame up the problem, then you come up with lots of sketches, lots of ideas, get them down to 3, build the prototypes, and actually then got them out to customers on the Friday at Cheltenham. So that was an extremely varied week. So it's kind of not all in the same at the moment, but extremely varied and challenging at the same time.
And if you could look back on your early career when you first moved to England, what would your advice be to the young Rebecca?
I think I would advise them to take a little bit of time. You don't have to rush through everything in life, so you take a bit of time, think about what it is that you love. You spend so much time at work, so it's really important to love what you do, and it makes it seem more like a hobby. You know, I feel really lucky to work in sports and the betting and gaming industry, because it's really exciting to me, and then, you know, you can take every opportunity then to learn within that. So as I said, I went into marketing, didn't really have any idea what it was about, put my hand up for every opportunity to be able to learn. So I did a postgraduate diploma in marketing. Then when I went across to Sainsbury's, I did the certified product owner course. It's, you know, there's all these opportunities out there, so take them all, and if you do what you love, then it makes it a lot easier to learn all of the theory and apply it.